Hello and welcome back to Spire. My name is Kenneth, and today we're going to try and win once again as the Silent. Let's see what we get off the bat here. Another try, indeed. Remove a card from your deck. Enemies are next to combat have 1 HP. Lose 7 max HP for 250 gold. Or lose your starting relic. Obtain a random boss relic. Let's take a look at our map here. Does not really look like we're likely to get to an elite in 3. If any of these are fights, then that's going to make that not a thing. So I'll leave between remove card, 250 gold, or a random boss relic. Where was our first shop? Up this way. There is an elite on each path. It does mean we can't go for the second elite though, which I'd rather not do. There was an update in between last episode and this one, so supposedly are now able to tell what kind of boss we'll be fighting. I do believe that is maybe a slime boss or something? I can't really tell what that's a picture of just yet, but we will learn as we continue forward, I think. I definitely think I want to head this way, so let's go with remove a card, I guess, for now. Let's go for a strike. Our first enemy is a cultist. Go all out in on damage. Since it's not going to attack as usual, it's going to buff itself. My power is unmatched. All our defends have shown up, so let's throw that down. Looking good. Not quite enough to finish him off this time, though. We'll take some damage, unfortunately. Get 3 strikes. That'll definitely be enough this turn, though. We did not. Play everything. And that is this battle done. My powers were matched indeed. Gain, deal 7 damage if the enemy is poisoned, deal 7 damage again. Dash, gain 10 block, deal 10 damage, and deadly poison, apply 4 damage. We have tried poison decks twice now, and neither time have we made it work for us. So maybe time to momentarily take a step back and try a different archetype. I do like dash, so I think we will grab that. If something particularly good comes up for poison synergy later, we might change our mind, but for now I do normally like picking 5 HP here. We are not going to be going to a shop for quite some time. So I'm not sure I want the relic. I think we'll go for the HP. I was going to consider the relic, but I don't think it's right with the path we're going to take. Shining Light. We have seen this before, so we'll upgrade 2 random cards. Survivor and Defend. Definitely works out okay if we go some kind of block route. Just 1 Survivor should be fine. This Jaw Worm should be finished off any second now. Can't even pierce our block there, little Jaw Worm. He's going to buff himself. I guess it's worth trying to pay attention to what that buff is for future fights, since I'm trying to learn what each of these enemies can do. Bellow. Strength up and 6 block. It's going to block and attack now. I was going to say not quite enough damage, but then I just realized completely wrong. Definitely enough damage there. Let's see, Piercing Whale, Dagger Throw, and Outmaneuver. Didn't see any outmaneuvers last run. Dagger throw, not too bad. We're trying to shuffle our hand around. I think we'll go for outmaneuver though. Seems good. Like getting extra energy. 2 louses, yet again. They're both gonna go all out on attacking us from the get-go. This is where our dash now comes in handy. That is indeed plenty of block. We'll smack this guy around. A single strike will finish him off next turn. I would like to pop this guy's block as well. And it's a regular block. I've taken more damage than I would like at this point though, especially since we have a habit of not ever healing up for whatever reason. Definitely not the smartest choice. How does our path look here? We'll probably heal up at this campfire, so this doesn't turn into a repeat of last attempt. And that is this fight over as well. Let's see here. Heal hook. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is weak. Gain energy and draw a card. Choke. Can't remember if we've seen this before. Definitely might be a good choice if we upgrade it, if we're going the energy route, because then we can play lots of cards. A card like Heal Hook will definitely go some way in making that happen. Let's give Choke a try. I would like to upgrade it at this campfire, but we did say we're going to heal almost certainly after this this elite here, who for all I know we may not even beat, so can't speak that early just yet. Not choking this turn, so that's alright. I think we defend twice and outmaneuver. If choke is a debuff though, it will be nice to rid these guys of their artifacts for whichever we do decide to use that on. Definitely have enough block here. We'll strike the one with the most HP, I think. Huh. Oh, that's right, we outmaneuvered. So that may have been a mistake if we discarded something with Survivor. Which we almost certainly did. But no damage was taken. Getting lots of dazed once again. Outmaneuver and dash should be plenty. And we'll remove artifact from this guy now. Doesn't make too much of a difference who we hit there. Energized wears off. Hope we have enough block at the very least. We want to strike, so we'll have to get rid of a dazed. Unfortunately, keeping it around a bit longer. I'll just try and finish off this first guy, I suppose. So we're probably only gonna have time to choke one of these guys. It is only for the turn. I'm not sure without an outmaneuver the turn before as well how much we're even going to get done. Currently don't have our weak in the deck either. That would be 15 plus 6, so 21. It's at least enough to kill this guy. I think we are just going to have to take this 8. Definitely don't have the synergies to make choke work fully yet. And plus, should now only ever take 8 damage in a turn, so should be in a good position because of that. Unless we only draw one defend, which is pretty likely thanks to these dazed. I have 8 left in our deck currently. Oh. I think I see the end of this fight in sight. Shouldn't be too many turns left now. No good damage cards. We just ignore that first guy for now then. And set up for the last turn, which should be next turn as long as we get 2 of our strikes. Got 1 strike, so once again no damage at the very least. But hopefully we can make more turns happen like that with choke in the future. Is the plan. A good turn 1 with Ring of Snake and choke could be a thing as well. We get enough cheap cards and energy pluses. Runic Dodecahedron. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of each turn. Not active now, but maybe that is a thing we'll try for in the future since we also are getting kind of block stuff on the side. Plus 1 less energy for each card discarded this turn. Deals 6 damage times 3. We're going to play lots of cards with choke. This could be a nice choice, so we're not really discarding anything to make that happen. Deflect might be good though, potentially. We'll give that a try. We haven't picked it before. We have an Acid Slime large. I will try not to make him split until we get a good choke hand, I think. No reason to play that, really. We are now weakened. I think this might be fine to choke on. Yep. Don't think it'll be a kill or anything like that. It will indeed get a lot done. Fortunately, nothing we can get with this potion. Seven damage coming in. Pretty self-explanatory turn there. Runic Dodecahedron. Do enjoy how there's both cards with both half of my username in this game, and by cards I mean things, since obviously the other one is a boss. Gonna try not to make that joke too often in the future though. Wound unplayable. We did get some wound cards. Our last victory as the Ironclad, which I would like to check out sooner than later. I am going to play until we get our first win here, I think. It's not going to be quite enough to take out that slime. Two wounds, huh? Well, that's enough for this guy. As well as enough to strike. And that should be game. GG, little slime. GG. Calculated gamble. Discard your hand and then draw that many cards. That could have been good with, like Eviscerate or something we saw earlier. I don't remember the name of the card. off the top of my head. Discard, huh? Maybe we can pick that up? Or some choke synergy, though? Sure, let's give it a try. Are gonna heal here. That unfortunately is not going to be max HP for energy, though. We're gonna want to try and find some way to get HP going back on its own. Start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand. Give that a try. It's like an energy card or something, or card draw. We're definitely going to want it. Innate deals 6 damage to all enemies and exhaust. Quite a lot in our hand here. Fortunately, no choke just yet. I think we'll take it slow then. Outmaneuver. We'll hold on to these. Strike. And nothing else is too consequential. Maybe worth having tried to get it, get choke with Swift Potion, but be fine. Waiting for our next go around with all those cards. Does gain strength, that is right, since he's enraged. Definitely should have played a higher block there. I think I'll just take the 1 damage to not make him any stronger just yet. Neutralize and choke. With our attacks, fine to play. We play the defend here. I think the answer is yes. Could try our Swift Potion. I think I want to save that for turn we get both outmaneuver and a choke going, though. If that happens before he loses here. 27 damage, huh? Ash and outmaneuver should be fine. We are going to get hit for 20, though. Let's just play this. He'll almost certainly die before we see it again. That did hurt quite a bit. Only defends once again. I think we're fine to play everything, though. Because there shouldn't be more than 1 turn or so left. More pain. Like 20 coming in. Choke, deflect, defend, and we did it. Success. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, gain 3 block. That'll be really good with, what's it called here? Calculated Gamble. Another outmaneuver, dodge and roll, and Noxious Fumes. I didn't particularly want to go the poison route, but Noxious Fumes is definitely kind of hard to turn down. It does kind of put a timer on our enemies, which is always good. Definitely at least 1 in a regular deck like this I think is still fine. And it does get a little cumbersome to have to play out maneuver whenever it shows up, since it does take up a slot in your hand. Go for that. I'd like you to heal me, question mark. Will you heal me? World of Goop. You will do the opposite to heal me. We'll either take HP or take some gold. I think we will leave our gold behind, though. Indeed, the mess is not worth it. Not worth. 3 more louses. Dramatic Entrance, definitely quite a good play here. You have a choke on top of that. We'll choke this. This guy? Potentially. We actually have an option of choking whoever we want here, though. Might have been the wrong order or something. Definitely having such low HP amounts and having a block made that not really work out the way we wanted it to. But either way, this Lao should be dead next turn. Depending on what we draw, of course, but we are pretty likely to draw something. And I guess that actually wasn't enough. Next turn. Huh, you can click on these. I didn't realize that. Uncommon, 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 starter. Made from a fossilized snake, represents a great skill as a huntress. Runes are indecipherable, tool for every job, and loss gives strength. I will do my best to read those in the future, I guess. I like flavor text. Doppelganger. Next turn, draw 8 X cards and gain X energy. That seems actually pretty good. Give it a try. Can't say I've seen that card before. Swift Strike. I kind of did forget that this is a random, since we got that last card twice. He is going to attack us, so we will want to defend and such. This is not a turn to Doppelganger, I don't think. Nothing really discards anything. Actually, this does. Maybe we will Doppelganger for 2. Gives the same amount of energy as that, and still draws 2. Sounds good. So we have a Fire Potion, an Explosive Potion, and a Swift Potion. I'll try to keep out an eye for a good turn to use those. No choke yet, unfortunately. I think we will still calculate a gamble to try and get something out of our last 2 energy. That something is probably this choke. I don't think there really was a better order to do anything in there, since everything we'd want after choke is already in our discard pile. And that is a fight. Did get a Fire Potion. I'm kind of happy with the potions we have, though, I think. I think we'll go for Backflip. Escape Plan is also nice with choke. Backflip might be better once we get more cards like Escape Plan and such, so let's grab this first, I guess. Four more enemies. We could Explosive Potion here. Use skill from your draw pile and place it in your hand and exhaust. Any skills we want. Let's see what we can get done here. Escape Plan. Neutralize. Then Doppelganger could be nice. He'll still kill this first guy. I think we do want to defend though at this point. Not take any damage. Kind of hard to figure out the right order for choke on a set of enemies like this, though. Especially since I haven't used it before. Noctis Fumes. Deflect. Where are we gonna strike here? Probably this guy. Then Survivor. Survivor getting a buff with tough bandages is also kind of nice. Block up for 10. Outmaneuver. Kind of keep things going at this pace, I suppose, with our poison building up. They are definitely on a timer against us, rather than the other way around. Not a great draw, though, off the bat here. It's outmaneuver and calculated gamble, potentially. Could Survivor to ensure we take no damage, but there is a good chance we draw into the ability to kill, especially this first guy. Just reroll everything. That is right, tough bandages also triggers on that, so we were more worried than we had to be. No damage though, which is unfortunate, but we'll be fine. Definitely a longer fight than I kind of expected it to be. 9 damage something. That can kill this guy if we want it to. But this also works. Not quite enough to finish him off. I wonder if there's a better way to order that. Probably. But we did indeed survive. We have 26 HP left. Little scary. Flying knee maybe. Could go for nothing as well. I think we will go for nothing since we've already taken up space with some things like Noxus Fumes. Definitely tend to take a bit too much still as the Silent. So we'll probably have to be a rest as well, though. Is indeed Slime Boss. Add X random colorless cards into your hand, exhaust. We may just want to doppelganger into choke or something next turn. I think that is probably fine. We're going to have plenty of block for this turn. In that case, let's make sure we cycle our entire deck. We're not going to transmute this turn, I don't think. We did get choke, which might have made us reconsider order. That'll give us the block we need. We have been given draw reduction. I don't think we Swift Potion until we get choke. Is a bit of a waste of energy though. Well, I think I'll leave it. Since we did want to Swift Potion first before we played anything, if we wanted a chance to get choke, and it was the next card, so rip. We may want to draw for block here. I don't think we need to get Noxious Fumes down as quickly on Slime Boss, since once he splits, he will lose his poison stacks. That's 14, 22, 27. I think that's the best we have, though. Draw reduction has worn off, though. I think we'll play this now. Secret Technique. Bandage up. I would like to use those on a choke turn, but I think I'll use them now so they don't take up deck space. Let's try and get through our deck faster here. Another unideal turn for choke. Don't know what he's going to do. This is more damage in that case, I suppose, then. Strike, outmaneuver, survivor, I guess. Probably shouldn't have struck there. Finally get this down. They're playing more sloppily than I would like. I did just get off recording another series, which I don't know if it's going to go up on YouTube just yet. So I won't mention what it is. Is he going to split yet? I think the answer might be yes. Did indeed split. We'll play our choke and defend, I guess. Two more wounds. We are going to want to try and trigger their splits, I think, here. Even though that potion might be better saved for when there's more of them. Still don't know for sure whether poison will cause him to split beforehand. I guess as a test I'll just strike this one then. And go for all our block on the rest. Poison does interrupt. That is good to know. Will hold steady, I think. With blocks. They will no longer split, so we can't rely on interruptions anymore to avoid damage. And there are 4 of them. They can attack at once and potentially deal quite a lot of damage. None of them, luckily, have decided to do so, though, this turn. They're going to want to try and finish one off as soon as possible. This one should be dead next turn. Regardless. Spike Slimes lick us for Frail, and Acid Slimes lick us for Weaken. Another important thing probably to remember for future fights. Frail and Weaken. Are they the same color? They are the same color. So that's a good way to remember it by. Can we take out any of these guys? I think we need to defend up a lot again. Not a whole lot of block coming in here. Question is, do we outmaneuver or do we strike? What is in our deck currently? We'll definitely get a strike and we'll definitely get a wound. Not ideal. And we only draw 5 at the moment. I think we'll try to get some damage on someone then. Maybe this back one. Boss Slime, not to be messed with apparently. It wasn't too difficult the first couple times I came across him, but this time we were not quite as well prepared. If we just do this, I guess. Another damage is going to be taken though. If those were at the same HP, then I definitely should have gone for this one. I am choosing to get Frail over Weekend apparently. Not the right choice for this deck, I don't think. Well, we'll play everything. Well, regardless of whether you had faith or not, it does look like we're going to make it through this fight. Did get quite sketchy there a little bit, but we did survive. 98 gold. Die. Deal 13 damage to all enemies and exhaust. Glass Knife. Deal 8 damage twice. Glass Knife's damage lowered by 2 this combat. And Envenom. Whenever attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. And will only be with attacks. It is a 2 energy power, unlike Noxious Fumes. We aren't really going the poison route, so I might ignore that. Glass Knife looks like it deals a lot of damage early on, but does get eventually made useless, fortunately. Don't really want die, so I think we're just going to skip all these. None of them really fits our deck currently, as far as I know. And what did we get for a relic? Sozu. Gain energy at the start of each turn, you can no longer use potions. Choose and add 5 cards to your deck. And Astrolabe. Choose and transform 3 cards and upgrade them. We might go for Ori, since we are kind of lacking a lot of the cards our deck needs for any kind of specific synergy. And even if it does make our deck thicker, could make it more consistent by giving us what we need. Let's see what we get then. Eviscerate, Deadly Poison, and Outmaneuver. Eviscerate will definitely work after a Calculated Gamble. I think we'll give that a try. More 0 energy cards maybe? Acrobatics, also a good pick if we have enough 0 energy cards to get going, that is. Don't think we do quite yet. Pick up the next Acrobatics, I think, though. Dodge and roll. Gain 4 block. Next turn, gain 4 block. Upper Punch. Apply 1 weak and deal 7 damage, and another outmaneuver. Only have the 1 outmaneuver, but we are getting to a slightly larger deck size. So maybe? Let's look at our next choices first. All out attack, deal 10 damage to enemies, draw 1 less card next turn. Bane, deal 7 damage if the enemy is poisoned, deal 7 damage again, which we've seen multiple times, and then Dagger Throw, which we've also seen multiple times. Then, die again, Quick Slash, and Well-Laid Plans. Well-Laid Plans sounds good to me. Will definitely help us get Choke going in the right moments. I'm tempted to skip both of these, but I think I'll give Dagger Throw and Outmaneuver a try. We are at 40 minutes though now, so I think this is where we will wrap up for the episode, and next time we'll move on to the city at full HP. So, thank you for watching, and do consider checking out the next video, as always.